Phil Soriano here from Pittsburgh, and I wanted to show you today's trade, which I just posted the image of the trade transaction or trade summary in the group. And today we basically scratched out on a short with GBPAUD, but I'm going to show you how actually I was correct in picking the high of the day. But what happened was because of the fact that we're in the holiday week right after Christmas. There's not a lot of action in the market. The market's not moving like it normally does. It was just taking too long to make its move, and so I actually got scratched out of it. But I'll show you what happened here. So here is GBPAUD, and right here is about 1 o'clock Eastern Time this morning. Okay, and that's the end of this box here that we have here, which is right before the open of the London session, which is right inside here. So what we're looking for is we're looking for a box. We're looking for an Asian range of about 25 to 50 pips, and that's what we had here. We had 33.7, and then what we do is we look for a false move, a high magnitude false move. It's usually 3 15-minute candles, 3 pushes in basically the opposite direction of which way it's actually going to go for the day. And so we look for those 3 pushes, and sometimes there are 3 candles, sometimes there's candles in between. They pause a little bit and then push. Sometimes it's all in one candle that has like 3 big pushes in it. If you're watching it live. So we're looking for that, and we look for this push to go. If it's going in a false direction up, we look for that push to go up into this stop hunt box up here that you could see up above here, and that stop hunt box is 25 pips above this high right here that's created during the Asian session. Now, what happens sometimes is the currency will consolidate in the second half of the box here, so that even though this doesn't move up into the stop hunt box, you do get 3 really good pushes here. You see this candle here, you see this candle here, and then you also see this candle and then a pin right here on the top. And so what we do is sometimes we redraw the box here. You can see the blue around here, and if you take it from that reconsolidation area up to there, it's about 23 pips. So it's a little bit short of the 25 pip. But the really good confirmation on this trade was that those candles were sitting right on the Mayo, or the 200-day moving average. So that's very significant because a lot of traders trade right around the 200-day moving average. And you can see here that I was pretty good at picking high of the day here in GBPAUD, and I knew that eventually it would drop. And you can see it has dropped off here from the high of the day right here. You see a drop of about 56 pips. Okay, and it did drop off like I thought it would. But so what happened was it moves up here. You get the three big pushes in the opposite direction, or the wrong direction. So the reason I say that is if you look on the hourly chart, this is the hourly chart of GBPAUD, you could see that it's in a clear downtrend. Okay, it's in a clear downtrend, and it's probably going to stay in a downtrend for a few more days here, at least the rest of the week. So when I say a move in a false move, or a move in the wrong direction, what I mean is that it made a move up. So that was the false move, and that created the high of the day. And then from there we look to short it, and we look to try to get 50 pips. Now, during this period of slower movement in the market because of the holiday, you're not going to get the 35 to 50 pips. You're going to get more like 10 to 25 pips. So you have to keep that in mind here. So anyway, what happened was it moved up here. Here's the high of the day, right? It pulled back off. Then it came back and retested it. And I actually got in on this candle right here. This candle right here I got in after it came back up here and touched the 200-day again. I got in on this candle, and you could see that it moved up. and then it started making its move down. Okay, but it stopped. It stalled out right here. It moved back up, but again, it never takes out this high. If we just bring this down, the high of the day, right there. Okay, that's where the high of the day is at. And you see here, it comes back up. Then it makes a big move down, moves back up again, but again throws a pin right through the 200-day moving average, the mayonnaise, but it never touches that high there. And then eventually here in the afternoon, and right now it's about 6:30 Eastern time, it dropped down here to a low right here. And from here it's probably going to move up and then just go sideways until tomorrow morning. So I got in there, and what had happened was I had a situation where I probably could have gotten 15 pips a couple times, but it kept moving back up, and then finally I got out on this candle right here at a scratch. As you can see, I think I had like a 1 pip gain on the trade, about $1 in some sense. And then after I got out, of course, it did make its move down. Now, I don't like to stay in trades, past like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Um, and overall, I don't like to stay in trades for more than 2 hours, which is about obviously 8 15-minute candles. But what happens is when it goes back up and goes for that high again, you have to reset. So that's why when it goes back up here, gets back up close to the high, you kind of have to reset and you have to let it run. But you see here, the idea behind this strategy is to be able to pick the high of the day or the low of the day and go the other way, right? So if you're able to pick, if you get a false move up, if you see that your currency is moving down, it's trending down on the hourly chart, which you could clearly see there, and then you see a false move up coming out of this Asian box into the London session, right? You get a false move up, it runs into resistance at the 200-day, the Mayo, and then you're looking for it to go in the trend that it's been going in, which is down. Okay, so again, I was right about this trade. I did accurately predict the high of the day right there. I took the trade right here, but what happened was it just went on and on too long before it made the drop, and I did get out right here with just a 1 pip gain. So tomorrow morning, when we're looking at this box here, when on the other side of it, we're going to look for this to make another false move up, and if it does, then we're going to take it down again. So this was my trade for GBPAUD today, and if you look in the group here down below this video, you'll see the trade summary where I did just get a 1 pip gain, basically scratched out on it, but I was correct about the high of the day and the way that it was going to move. It just took too long for that to happen. So Bill Soriano from Pittsburgh, and make it a great day trading Forex.